I just wondered if you could give us a bit of background to the show, how it came about, and sort of how it fits into the Gene Simmons brand.
Well, life is actually what happens to you while you're busy making your plans. There was no plan. I was busy being myself, doing what I do, which is basically following my own tail. We have the Kiss business, which has now got 3,000 licensed products. Everything from Kiss condoms to Kiss caskets. We'll get you coming and we'll get you going. We have literally everything from Kiss high-def television sets that are about to come on the market, Kiss motorcycles. It's a Kiss, well, it's Planet Kiss. Oh, I've already trademarked that, I forgot that. But, oh, eBay. So you know, I was bringing out a solo record a few years back, and I was approached about doing a documentary about following that, and I was looking for a way, and here's the key, to spread my brand, using television, broadcasting, to spread what I do. We decided to do a documentary of sorts called Gene Simmons 24/7. The powerful and attractive Bob DeBitetto over here decided to air it. Apparently the ratings were such that they liked it enough, but they were very curious about Shannon, to whom I've been happily unmarried, so far unmarried, stay tuned, for 27 years, the love of my life. We have 2 kids, Nick and Sophie, who are wonderful and charming. And what came back from A&E is they were curious about that relationship, about how I'm supposed to be this wild, crazy guy on stage, and off stage, very square. I've never been high or drunk in my life. I don't smoke. I don't do any of that stuff. Not really interested. Business is my crack. That's what motivates me, getting up every day and doing deals. So he was curious about this Jekyll and Hyde dichotomy and wanted to do a show about that. And as long as the show didn't infringe on or change who and what I was and who and what we were, they were there to basically record what it is that we do. But it all comes back to branding. You, your name, your likeness, whether you're a broadcaster or a political party or a rock band, it's your duty, in fact, your inferred, well, it's your professional duty to make sure your brand spreads. Our TV show has been following me on tour. We have been all over the world. Wherever I go, we've been given carte blanche by A&E to have our camera crew and the production budget, you'll only get what you pay for, to go around the world. And by the way, they're here. You may see a camera in your face, and if your face gets on television, of course with your approval, you're going to be seen around the world. I've seen our show in Russia, in Russian, Germany. Everywhere we go, we are omnipresent. Did that answer your question?
That did, Gene, thank you. Bob, I just wanted to ask you, on the flip side of that, what made you want to get into the business of Gene Simmons, and how does that fit in with the A&E brand?
You know, we're always looking for shows that can differentiate themselves in the marketplace. We're always looking for something a little bit different, a little bit unexpected. When we had the privilege of seeing this one special that we did with these guys, it struck me how different this show was. You know, how absolutely different this show was, how different their lives were. And I thought that there would be interest in that. Anytime you can have a show that becomes not a show, but a franchise, a brand. Gene Simmons Family Jewels is a brand unto itself at this point. 100 episodes, 5 or 6 years. I don't think at the beginning anybody could have ever predicted that. So very, very glad to have been there from the beginning.
You know, I was just going to interrupt because I love the sound of my own voice. I speak truly, honestly. It is dulcet tones emanating from my oral passage. You have to admit it has a something. But so Bob will tell you that I've been torturing him and the entire A&E staff about spreading the brand even more. A&E, Bio, all the rest of them. In fact, I tortured him when it was originally called Biography. Remember that?
Yeah,
yes,
you do remind me from time to time. Yeah.
And while we were going out on tour, we were fielding offers. I was out. The outreach is the most important thing. They're not going to come to you. You're going to have to go to them. I'm talking about you and us and everybody here. We're in the reaching people business, all of us, and I want to give you an invitation. I don't use assistants. I'm easy to get to, and I'm your access to spreading this brand. If you want help, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to help you and your constituents and your base. I can speak a few languages. Ich spreche Deutsch. Ich habe gelernt auf der Schule. For those of you that speak Deutsch, that's Hochdeutsch. I can speak Hungarian fluently. Moderator sagbo, ich entudok beselni Moderator. Hebrew, a little bit of Japanese. Minasan hakushu, watashi wa jinshimas desu, nato wa saiko desu. You want help in spreading the brand in your territory, we're happy to go to you, and you can use me. It seems to me as a viewer that television is being dragged kicking and screaming into the new century. And television and movies owes itself a good kick in the pants because the kids are outdistancing us and they're getting way ahead of the message. They know what's happening really fast. So the internet and the tweeting and the buzzing and the schmuzzing and the futzing, that we don't even understand what the language is anymore. However, the advantage that television has is almost what a movie theater has, which is while we got you, we got you. I'm a big believer in television, which is why obviously I decided to do a show. But what television needs to do respectfully is to get sleeker, cut away all the fat, get hipper. If you believe in truth advertising and full disclosure before the fact, there it is, right up there. It says music, business, and show, business. It is a business. And it's up to you. You have an inferred fiduciary duty to your own butt to make sure you maximize every potential and minimize any exposure. And what that sort of means is we all have to be smarter today than we were yesterday. That means read all this stuff, make sure your brand is protected, make sure there are no incursions, be litigious, sue everybody, take their homes, their cars. Don't let anybody cross that line. It reminds me of the music.
Except your network.
Or the network.
Never sue the network.
Every incursion. Look, there's a ship that goes across the water. The captain is up there, and some guy comes up in a sailor suit and says, Captain, we have a hole, and there's water seeping. Well, how big's the hole? And the captain says, oh, it's only yay big. We'll probably get, in a whole day, a glass of water. Now, this moron is either going to say, don't worry about it, or he's smart, and he's going to plug up that hole then and there before there's a glass of water. By the end of the journey, that ship will sink. And the music industry was asleep at the wheel and didn't have the balls to go and sue every fresh-faced, freckle-faced college kid who downloaded material, and so now we're left with hundreds of thousands of people without jobs. There's no industry. I have a record company, Simmons Universal Music, where we're signing new acts and accessing the full range of the options that I have that other labels don't. But how to monetize, in other words, get paid for that, is torture. Why? Because the farmer allowed one little cute fox, it's just a kid, that little fox is just taking one little egg from the chicken coop. I can't kill it, it's a cute little fox. That cute little fox went back with a free egg and told all the other foxes about it, and then the foxes overran the farm, killed all the chickens, took all the eggs, didn't pay for it. Now the farmer lost his farm. His wife divorced him, went with another farmer who was smarter. The kids ran off because the spineless farmer didn't have enough sense to kill the fox. The trucks that delivered the chickens and the stuff to the thing, they're all out of business. The stores that sold them, they're all, why? Because of one little goddamn cute little fox. Don't let any cute foxes get near your hen house.
Fantastic. I just want to thank both Bob and Gene. Sue everybody and revel in the chaos.
Right.
So thank you very much for your time today.